Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-June 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is I look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. We'll also pull oracle cards to help with the bridge and the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so while I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and cards on the right as the other person's, if you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have tradition. So this is the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot, which is a Taurus energy. So this could just be saying maybe as recently as Taurus season, which we came out of not too long ago, you guys could have really had the desire to pull this connection into something more traditional, but there might have been something about it that was a bit forbidden, or there was just some obstacle to making that a reality, given that we see the names Romeo and Juliet on the card. So yeah, could have been the desire to turn this into something more concrete on the one hand, but maybe there's a blockage around that in the past. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Tower. So yeah, so obviously this could be on the surface level what the blockage was, right? Which was that maybe this person might have broken the connection apart with you guys, or this could also just be saying that if they too saw whatever the hurdle was that was preventing the two of you from being together, they might have taken that as more of a sign that the connection wouldn't work out, whereas at least in the past it looks like you were still holding on to hope that it could. Present energy on your side, we have the Ace of Staves. So this to me says that at the very least, as far as the passion goes for the connection, you might start to feel a revival of that in the present. So this could just be saying that there's a part of you that wants to take action toward the connection. Now with Ace energies, it's at least just something that's more of a thought. So there's no clear indicator that you would act on it, but at the very least, looks like you do desire starting the connection up again. Present energy on their side, we have the Strength card. So this is Leo energy here. So yeah, so this could just be saying that maybe now they could be trying to revive things as well, but they might find that they can't necessarily get a read on how you're feeling about it, right? So again, like I said, with the Ace energies, maybe there's a part of you that feels that desire to start the connection up, but if you're not expressing that, this person might not know if you're actually open to it or not. So if that's the case, it looks like they will be making an effort to see if that's the case. Future energy on your side, we have fertility. This is the equivalent of the Empress in traditional tarot. And of course, given that we see some Leo symbolism in the background, this could just be saying that maybe as we progress toward Leo season, you guys might actually start to see a lot more potential in the connection again. For some of you, of course, given if we take fertility at face value, there's also a possibility of that coming into play. So if that's something that you guys are unprepared for, just be on the lookout for that potential energy to rise up. But yeah, that's what I see with that. At the very least, it shows an openness on your part to see the connection grow. And future energy on their side, we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, so at the very least, it's not a huge offering, but it looks like they will be making an effort in the future to actually get the connection off the ground and being more open toward you on an emotional level as well. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Justice. So this is the major arcana card for Libra. So on the one hand, this could just be saying that this was something that you were desiring as far as getting the balance restored in the connection. And like we said, depending on what that tower moment really was, right? For some of you, maybe that was you trying to restore the balance, or if it was really truly them that did cause that tower moment in the past, you maybe were hoping for them to come in to restore the balance. Right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is major arcana card energy for Cancer. So of course this could just be pointing to as we move into Cancer season, which is coming up real soon. This could just be saying that that might be the time when they really do feel confident to try to push the connection forward. So yeah, regardless, I mean, we see some Leo energy, some Cancer energy. So regardless, I feel like you're going to be seeing some results around this connection pretty soon. So definitely something to look out for there. All right, we'll see what we get from the Oracle cards now. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Okay, and I'll take this card here, get this out of the way, and now I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck, so I'll give this a few shuffles. Okay, and I'll take this card here, get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. All right, we have Release. It says radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So yeah, I would say at the very least, if this is something where if this Ace energy and the Strength energy hasn't kicked in yet, right, and you're still trying to figure out what went wrong with that Tower moment in the past, I feel like this is saying the best thing you could do is to try to, distance yourself from it on an emotional level. Easier said than done, of course, but they could just be saying that could actually bring the energy back together more easily. All right, and then from the Wisdom Oracle deck, we have Time to Go. There's the artwork. The number is 45. So definitely interesting messages here between these two, right? Because again, like I said, it looks like they're going to be trying to get the connection off the ground with you in the present. And like I said, it looks like there's a part of you that desires that as well, but it doesn't seem like you're necessarily communicating it. But these cards here both seem like there's at least a potential for some of you that you might ultimately decide that this would be the time to walk away, even though it looks like there is that potential there in the future. So that would make paying attention to that fertility energy in the future even more important. But we'll see what the actual message in the book says first. All right, the relationship message says it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So this is an interesting message there, because for some of you, that still could come across as the initial way that I was thinking of it, saying that, okay, looking at this spread, but then seeing both of these oracle cards pointing to release and things like that, could just be saying that ultimately some of you might actually decide to walk away from the connection. But then reading that as well, like I was mentioning in the beginning with the tradition in the past on your side and then the tower in the past on their side, that there could have been some kind of blockage between the two of you getting the connection off the ground in the past. For some of you, this could actually be pointing to your past story. So, of course, if that's the case, you would know because you would have already gone through it. So, for some of you, could just be saying in the past, maybe it was destined for the two of you to walk away from each other at that time, and now there could be the chance for things to come back together. Like I said, if that's your storyline, you would know because that moment would have already happened for you guys. So, hope it ever resonated with you guys. I'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.